Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
That's right. It's Haunted Playground right here on LA Talk Radio. Hello, LA Talk Radio. Hi, Facebook Live. We're on Facebook Live right now. I am your host, Sheena Metal. Every week on the show, it's our brand new format and our brand new time slot. Every Tuesday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Pacific time, we are doing psychic readings, healings, a little spiritual counseling, some helping, whatever you need. I'm calling it Lightworkers Unite. When I get together other light workers and we do this. I do it also on my daily show sometimes, the Sheena Metal Experience, but every week here on Haunted Playground, this is what we do, unless I'm giving you a notice that we're not doing it that week. So this week, for the first time in the new format on any of my shows here at LA Talk Radio, but certainly a regular guest on all of my shows at LA Talk Radio, the wonderful Pamela Beaty is here. Welcome, my friend. How are you?
I am excellent now that I'm here.
It's so good to have you here. This is a brand new thing, so right now it's just like pulling in my good friends.
I love it.
Isn't that awesome?
It's fantastic.
It's fun.
Yes.
And it's just such a cool thing to do. You know, it's such great give back, and it's a great way to get to know people and to meet new people and for people to get free readings. And it's a thing that makes me very happy. So,
which makes everybody else happy.
Yeah. And when I'm happy, everybody's happy. So if you want to get a reading online from us today, this is what you have to do, because I have to program you into our Skype system in order to get you on the phone. So you have to text me at 818-437-0886. Yes, that's my personal cell, and I just gave it out on the air. So please don't stalk me or hunt me down. Let's all be cool with my private cell. Although I want you to keep that number and feel free in the future to reach out to me and say hello. I wouldn't give it to you if I didn't want you to use it. So it's 818-437-0886. And then we'll put you in the queue and hopefully get you on the air for a reading. So have you done a lot of shows like this?
You mean live
Yeah, where people read live on the air?
Well, I had a podcast for a long time, and I did it on my own personal podcast.
Okay, I did your podcast.
Yes,
did we read for people when I was on there? No, we also talked about paranormal stuff.
Being closeted.
I was still in the closet then? Whoops! Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, we talked paranormal stuff, a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to get that podcast revamped?
I'm trying to, yes. Okay. That's in the plans.
Because I'm not in the closet anymore.
I know. You came out.
So, I came out of the closet so we could do this kind of thing. And I just love doing this kind of thing. I think it's so much fun. So this is the one thing, if you're watching us on Facebook Live, you're going to see a lot of beautiful Pamela's face. You're going to see a lot of this from me. My resting bitch face, where I sort of look like an angry women's prison warden, the one who cut the hole through the wall and watches the girls take a shower. That's kind of what my resting bitch face is. It's only because I'm getting your numbers, putting you in the Skype system, putting the link up everywhere on Facebook so you all can see it, and also popping in and reading for you. So bear with me. It's like I'm psychically air traffic controlling today.
And I'm just sitting here.
You're just being beautiful and reading for people and being lovely. That's your job today.
That's my job. Awesome.
So if you don't have the link as of right now and you're listening on LA Talk Radio, you can go to LA Talk Radio's Facebook page, and the link is up there now. And then the link will be up on all of my pages soon, and Pamela probably will find a way to stick it up on her page. And I see us right now, so there we are. And it's, yay, there we are. Okay, so one more time, I'm going to give you the number, and then we're going to get somebody up, and we're going to do this thing. 818-437-0886. That's my cell, 818-437-0886. And that's how you get on with us. And it's so much fun. You're going to love this. It moves fast. It's we get to help a lot of people. We have such great callers that call into these broadcasts, and I'm having so very much fun doing this. I think you're going to dig it.
I love live calls.
Oh,
they're fun.
You're an easy sell.
Yeah. You had me on hello.
All right, so here we go. So let's get somebody up, because I've programmed some numbers in ahead of time for some folks that were waiting. We always have a little bit of a waiting list because people start texting me first thing in the morning, which I think is terrific. So that's for you to know. If you're listening and you don't get in this time, or you're watching and you don't get in this time, it's always a good idea to get on the list. So you can text me as early as you want, even the night before. Even if we don't get you on today, you can say, make sure to put me on for next time and remind me that morning that you were on and you didn't get on. So if you've been waiting before for readings and you have not gotten on before, just send me a text and remind me of that fact, and I will make sure to throw you to the top of the list. So, all right, we're going to get Annabelle on the line. Annabelle's going to be up first, and this is going to be a lot of fun. And Annabelle actually tried on another show to get in and couldn't. So she texted me this morning and reminded me that it was her turn.
Awesome.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yes.
I love how that works.
I love playing fair.
Okay. You know I play fair.
Yes, I do.
To a fault.
To a fault.
I think that's probably
It's beautiful.
been a detriment in my life in many ways.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No,
Okay,
not to the universe and
I'm
not
like
to you.
obsessively, it's my Virgo rising. I'm obsessively fair about everything. I have all kinds of like protocols and plans that everything is fair. Most people just pick the people that they like the most or the ones that are pretty.
Yeah.
Not me. It's all about the fairness. Annabelle, we're going to get Annabelle on the line. And Skype beeps and boops and does all these exciting things we get to hear every time.
I love beeps and boops.
Every time Skype reinvents itself, it's a little more.
Hello.
Annabelle, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for taking my call.
Oh, are you kidding me? We loved having you here. Do you know Pamela Beaty? You do now.
Hi, Annabelle.
I do now. Hi, Pamela.
Hi.
I'm gonna turn my background down, okay? And
Oh yeah, you got to turn your background down.
yeah, okay.
Welcome, my friend. How may we help you today?
Well, I don't know what to ask, but I'm going to say I'm just I'm dying for new energy. So, a new place to live, a new outlook on life, new energy and health, wealth, love, and happiness. So, what you ladies can help me with today?
Pamela, do you want to start?
Oh, okay. I think I'll tell you the feelings I get. You have great energy, by the way. So, not much you have to tweak, but I think that to go with a new move right now might not be the best thing. It doesn't if it doesn't feel like perfect timing to me that you go and find a new place to live. However, you can go meet new people in your neighborhood. You can Can you walk around the streets?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So challenge yourself to walk around the streets, and everyone you meet, you smile at them.
I love that.
Okay.
Everyone you meet, you just smile at them, and
I love that.
You think you're sending them
Me too.
love, and then when they smile back at you, you're going to feel that new energy of love coming across into your body and into your cells. And what that does is, self-love is just acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
So when
Yes.
it's not really love, it's acceptance. And so when somebody else accepts us, we open our heart and we feel the love that we already have inside. So in order for you to get new energy, I think you should just walk around the neighborhood or a mall or somewhere and just smile at everybody and challenge yourself to see how many smiles you can get.
Oh, I like that. It's almost like an
Okay.
acting exercise. I
Yeah.
did that in college once in an acting exercise. You had to walk around and smile at people. But I was real good at it because I just love smiling at people.
You do.
Sweetie, I just feel like you're like sort of sitting on a precipice, right, between who you've been and who you really want to be. And you're right on the edge
Right.
of ascending into a new place. And part of that is the spiritual work you've done on yourself, especially lately. And part of that is the emotional work you've done on yourself, especially lately. So I think you're a little restless and a little antsy because you want to be this new thing and you want to have it already be done, but it's not done yet. And there's a frustration to, I know I want to be, Annabelle 2.0, but I'm just not sure how to get there yet, how my upgrade happens. And I think sometimes, the craving of new energy comes when we're ascending, because as we ascend spiritually, we lose some of the people that we used to be in our periphery because they're not ascending with us. And it's so okay to let them go with love or namaste away and then hope that they do the work and get to come back. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do later down the road. I mean, I think that we think of our life path with people as being like this, but it's really more like in and out and in and out. It's not a straight two lanes that go together all the time. I just did a visual that you can't see because you're on the phone, Annabelle. So that's how my brain works.
I saw it.
But I'm going in and out with the roads, in and out, Annabelle, in and out. I really think that, so you're sort of in this place where a lot of people, you're feeling you're not connecting with as many people as before because, you know, you're growing so fast. So you need to get involved in some stuff to meet new people. You know, take a class, take a workshop.
Walk around the hood.
Yeah, walk around like Pamela said, and just, you know, smile at everyone. Bring mace and pepper spray, and you know, and get involved, even an online class or an online group. Join some Facebook groups for spiritual things that interest you, and just bring some new people into your life that are ascending at the same rate that you are. Does that make sense? And then all these feelings of like a little isolation, loneliness, a little depression, a little frustration, all these kind of icky things that you're feeling, they're all going to drift out of you as soon as some new light comes in and pushes them out.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
You know what? And you're in good shape, my friend. And please stay in touch with us. Let us know how you're doing. And you have the most beautiful energy. And what a complete joy to talk to you. We loved it. So keep us posted. Let us know how you're doing. You have my number. And that's what it's like.
Awesome.
Is that great?
I loved it. Yeah.
Like the doctors will see you now. And then people come in, they get loved.
Yeah.
And then we send them away happier.
Yeah. But I liked her call because it's a lot of people think they have to do something major, like a major move, a career change, to change their life, and that's just not true.
No.
You can do something simple and new every day, like go a different way to work. You know, something simple like that. Go to Coffee Bean instead of Starbucks. You know, it's just change little things, and that'll give you that new energy.
And you can start right now.
Yes.
That's the beautiful thing is you can start absolutely right this second changing your life. There's no limit to when you can start. You can decide and then 5 minutes from now, my new life starts in 5 minutes. And you can start making changes. And instantly, as soon as you start making changes, your life changes. Because that's how it works. As you change up the energy, things get different. And you can continue to change your life every day for the better.
Especially now in this fifth dimensional shift. It's so easy.
Explain the fifth dimensional shift for everyone.
Well, right now we're in that third dimension. And dimensions are... I guess they're complicated but simple. They're just different levels of awareness and different levels of vibration. The easier way to say, oh, you know, that fifth vibration. But we're all now going into that fifth level of awareness. And as we do, healing is easier.
Right.
Getting information and knowledge is easier. Channeling is easier. All you have to do to change your life is change your perspective. And in, you know, a simple little way, like making different choices about your thoughts. And that will change everything. That will get you to that fifth dimension. Meditation helps, but I honestly don't believe God made it mandatory that we have that ritual of meditation. No. It's awesome. Sure. It's great. Makes you feel good.
We love meditation.
Yeah, but do you have to? No. All you got to do is be happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's that fifth dimension awareness. You know, it's just all about choosing happiness over anything else.
Right, and also, you know, what is the definition of meditation? Because different people meditate in different ways. You know, I meditate in I don't even, well, I have terrible ADD, if you couldn't tell from watching me on this show.
I'm so shocked. I can't believe. Well, you do an amazing job if you have it.
I have
at staying focused.
The worst ADD. I'm sorry, I have the worst ADD. Did I just say that? So a little bit about me. I was in a car accident when I was 24 and I died and I came back and I have a head injury. So the good news is I have a lot of my gifts came out when I went home, as I like to call where we go when we're not here, and I came back. The bad news is I came back a little touched. So because if I sit down to meditate and I have the beautiful music on and I start to meditate and I'm like, and then, oh my goodness, 9,000 things go through my brain. So I find that for me, meditation is connection.
Absolutely.
It's connecting to spirit. It's every minute that you say you're connected to spirit, technically you're meditating. So when I'm reading for people, for me, that's a kind of meditation because I'm deeply connected to spirit. When I'm doing anything creative and I'm channeling, whether it's writing or acting or being here on the radio with folks, this is my meditation time because I'm channeling.
Absolutely.
And because I'm so strange and so ADD, the same way I can watch TV and work on the internet and at the same time, I can also meditate at the same time that I create. So to me, that's my relaxing meditation time.
When when I do writing, I will sit and I'll put on one of my favorite movies, like My Cousin Vinny. And,
is that one of your favorites?
Oh gosh, yes, I love that
that.
movie, and I laugh all the way through it. And so I'll sit there and write with a movie on in the background, watching a movie and writing at the same time, because it gets me out of my head. I hear the character voices and everything much more clearer if I have noise on. I can't do it in silence.
Yeah.
So meditation is a little difficult. So that's how I meditate.
It's hard to meditate during Joe Pesci, a prime Joe Pesci performance.
The two Utes.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's
The
true.
what?
Yep. All right, let's get a call on.
Okay.
My cousin Vinny. Okay, so it's so funny because you seem so much darker than me. Yet with you, it's My Cousin Vinny. So my go-to movies are like Silence of the Lambs and The Conjuring. I do. I live very light, but I like very dark films. I'm very fascinated with the underbelly of humanity and of the paranormal world. The darkness versus the light, because for me that helps me find that balance of how to navigate those energies in my own world and also to help others do it in theirs.
I don't. It's not that I'm against them. It's just my favorite. Because it's all God anyway, so it doesn't really matter light or dark.
God's in The Conjuring,
God's
people.
in The Conjuring.
In Poltergeist.
Oh my
another one of my
God.
go-tos.
The Conjuring, could
Yeah.
watch that a couple of times a week.
Isn't that wonderful? Do you know my good friend Andrea Perrin, who's here with me a lot? She's the oldest daughter from that family, from the Perrin family.
Kidding.
Yeah, she grew up in that house. And boy, she's just a bundle of loveliness. She's just really a sweet lady, and I love to have her here. I've never had her here doing this because she doesn't really consider herself to be a psychic, although she considers herself to be a ufologist. She communicates with extraterrestrials. I should ask her to come and do this. I bet she'd think it was a hoot.
Oh, gosh,
Plus, then it would get her away from talking about politics. We all need more days where we don't talk about politics. We're going to get April on the line. So, April, if you're watching us, it's almost your turn, my friend. Here we go. If you want to get on the line with us, 818-437-0886. That's my cell. Text me your name and number, and we will put you on the list. Welcome to the show, April. How are you?
Hello. How are you?
Wonderful. It's so great to have you here, my friend. I'm so glad to be on the air with you.
My heart is pumping so fast.
Don't, sweetie. You're fine. And say hello to Pamela. She's lovely.
Hello.
Hello, Pamela.
How are you, April?
I'm well.
Other than nervous?
Yes.
Don't be nervous.
We're harmless. Really, we are.
Yeah. Where are you calling us from, love? Where are you in the country?
In Alabama.
Beautiful. Where?
Selma, Alabama.
That's wonderful. I was in Montgomery last year, and I loved it. And I was in Birmingham then, and also the year 6 months before that. I was in Alabama 3 times last year, and I'd never been in my life, and I thought it was such a beautiful and lovely place.
Mm-hmm.
So wonderful. What can we do for you, my friend?
I wanted to know where I wanted to move, and I wanted to, see, do you all think it'll be better for me to move from where I am now? And I wanted to know, do I have any messages from like the other side from anyone, like my mom?
Do you want me to start?
You want to start? I was waiting to see if you were going to volunteer or I was going to.
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Start? Let's talk about where you're living, sweetheart. You want to move to a different town, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think it's time for you to have some new energy. You've been there for quite some time, right? Most of your life?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like we were talking to our lovely last lady, to Annabelle, about that. April, you feel like you need a little bit of some new energy in your life. It's time for a change, right? Some new faces, some new a new place to live, maybe a new job. I mean, it just feels like you're craving something that's different.
Yes.
And are you thinking about moving to a place that's a little bigger than where you are?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you need to do that, sweetie. I think you've outgrown where you are. But you're gonna stay in Alabama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't sound so excited about that. I figured you were, but you were going to be disgruntled about it, and that's just what happened.
Yeah, I want to move, like a little further from Alabama, but I'm like unsure.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you thought about Birmingham? The energy there is it's so awesome, and there's some beautiful places that you can live where you're not really in the heart of the city, but you're still it's city enough. It's what we out here call urban suburban, kind of a mixture. More people, more places to sort of pursue your spiritual life, right? Because it's where you are. It's a little hard to talk about things like I called psychics.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that you're gonna move to a bigger place, and then you're gonna find that you get interested and excited about all sorts of new things that are really good for you.
Yeah.
Pamela,
do you have too much stuff?
that was very personal.
Ma'am.
Do you think you have a lot of stuff? Do you have a lot of, furniture and
Yes.
yeah, you have a lot of furniture and a lot of stuff. Because if you're going to move, which I agree with Sheena, 100%, it's time, but don't take all that stuff with you. I feel like you need to not clean house, but get rid of stuff. Get rid of some of the stuff that's been in your life, because then you're just taking old energy to this new, bigger, beautiful place. And it feels like you need to cut down on everything that you have. Like, go through everything and look at it and go, have I used this in a year? Does this have meaning to me? Because a lot of stuff seems to have meaning to you, but some of it shouldn't. Do you know what I mean? And what was your mother's first name? Because there was a woman here, but I need to check and make sure. What was your mother's first name?
Shirley.
Shirley?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to ask her. Okay. Would you be surprised if your mother was laughing and happy?
She did that a lot. She smiled a lot.
A lot, right?
Yes,
this woman showed up and she was just smiling and happy and joyous, and I asked her why, and she said she wanted you to know that everything is good there. Everything is good. And she wants you to bring that laughter and that joy. You're a lot more serious than she was, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And she wants, sorry, I'm going to be blunt because I am. She wants you to stop it and just think of her. Every situation you get in, just think of your mom. How would mom do this? Would mom laugh? Would mom cry? What would mom do? And really think of it that way, because that will help you feel her presence more. And she wants you to feel her presence. And you have before, right? And then and
you feel her a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's with you a lot.
Yeah. So if you want to feel her more, just be joyous about everything.
Yeah.
Just find that perspective that makes you laugh. And you will feel this energy almost like surge through you. And that's your mom. That's your mom.
Absolutely. And when you laugh, I feel like there are times where she sort of encourages you to laugh at yourself, like she did when you were alive. And when she was alive.
Yes.
And that sometimes something will happen, like, silly things. You stub your toe or you break a dish, and it's something that you would normally be mad at, but then you just start laughing at how silly you are. And you say something, and that's her laughing with you, and you can almost hear her laughter, because your mom was one of those people that she taught you to not take everything to heart, not take everything in stride, to take things in stride. That my mama used to say, hard times build character. And that so that when things happened, it was you were just, and my mom also used to say, just keep laughing, kid. When things would happen that were horrible, she'd say, we're going to just keep laughing, kid. Yeah. So I feel like your mom has the same kind of thing. Like, she wants you to laugh through the adversity and laugh through times where something frustrates you, and just remember to put things into perspective of what's really a big deal and what's not really a big deal.
Yeah, because I saw something else. Shoot, it just went flying by, and then it stopped.
Should I continue?
No.
Did you find it again?
Yes, I found it.
Good.
Here's the thing with you. Sometimes there is this fear that you're going to do something wrong. And that's when you get serious. Like, you actually believing that there is a right or wrong.
Yeah.
And it brings this heaviness. That's what brings the heaviness, is this fear that oh, I stubbed my toe. Is that what you said?
Right.
Stubbed my toe. Therefore, there's something bad. Because that's your go-to place, and she wants you to have your go-to place to be what Sheena says, which is happy and smiling and laughing.
Right. We're not saying that toe stubbing is good. We just
No.
want everyone to know that here on Haunted Playground, we do not advocate toe stubbing. But sometimes toe stubbing happens.
Yes.
And you can't beat yourself up. I mean, it's not worth beating yourself up over anything. And sometimes you can be really hard on yourself, right, sweetheart? You're too hard on yourself. And I feel like your mama survived a lot of things in her life. Yet she just kept this levity through it. Like she had a way of just sort of dismissing it like it. My mama used to say, another mama thing, 3 you get, April. My mom used to say, just let it roll off you like water off a duck's back. And and she wants you to remember that. And she's very excited about you going to a new place.
Okay.
She loves that story. So thank you so much for being with us today, sweetie.
Thanks,
we so
April.
appreciate it. And please keep in touch and let us know where you wind up, because we want to know all about it and know how you're doing and see how you are, and stay in touch. You've got my phone and you've got my email, and I love it when people stay in touch with me. If you want to get in touch with us now, 818-437-0886. That's how you get on the air, 818-437-0886. What lovely ladies.
I know.
I loved being in Alabama. So in 2017, me who used to never travel, remember that person,
Yes,
Pamela?
I do.
I came out of that closet too. I went
Hi, have
to,
we met?
Hi, I travel now and I'm a psychic. I went to, let me think. I went to Tennessee, Mississippi, Kentucky. So I did it. One trip was Memphis, Columbus, Mississippi, Birmingham, Alabama, Nashville, Louisville, Kentucky, where my mama was born, to scatter some of her ashes. Then back through Nashville, out to Memphis again, and on the way stopped at Lincoln's birthplace. Abraham Lincoln is my man. And then the next trip was Birmingham, Montgomery, Alabama, Atlanta, Savannah.
Oh, my God.
So that was sort of my 2017, and I was in the South the whole time. And then in February, I was in Key West.
Huh?
So the southern part of the country. And then in September, I was in Dallas.
Who
And
are you?
This year,
and
I'm
what
going to
have you
Dallas
done
twice.
with Sheena?
I know. Who am I? So this year, let me just say really quick, not to plug myself, but I am. Last fall, I was at the Embrace Your Spirit conference in Dallas, Texas, at the Miracles of Joy Metaphysical Center. And it was so wonderful. And I'll be back this year, October 31st through November 3rd. And then in the spring, in June 28th, 29th, 30th, they asked me to come back and do a conference, just me.
Amazing.
So I'm teaching a seminar there called Aspects of Spiritual Awareness with Sheena Metal. And I'm
Love
teaching 3 workshops. I'm doing one-on-one readings with folks, and I'm doing a paranormal evening. So I'm teaching a workshop on raising your vibration. I'm teaching a workshop on how to protect yourself spiritually in spiritual and paranormal situations, and I'm teaching a workshop on how to survive and be an empath. How to be an empath and not kill yourself.
And in your spare time, what are you doing?
Yeah, just nothing. More things here. Teaching some workshops here.
Yeah.
Doing
awesome.
gatherings for. I have a movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity, and we're at raisingthevibration.org, and I am raisingthevibration.com. If you would join us, we would love that. And I do gatherings in Los Angeles once a month. Pamela's at my last one. And you let me know, and I'll take care of your tickets, and you come and gather with us, because when we gather together, we are stronger.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just out and about, aren't I?
Yeah, I
This
guess
whole
you
spiritual
are.
life is just, I don't hide in the shadows anymore.
It's amazing
It's-
how that happens.
It's amazing how fast it's happened.
Yeah.
Thank you for being somebody who was always trying to drag me out of the closet. In a very gentle way. Others were not so gentle about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, others were like, when's it going to happen already, and on the air? So,
Well, it's your choice.
I just felt like there were so many people saying they were psychics
Yeah.
that my job was to do my work as an artist and do it on the down low. And then, and I believe that was true
Yes.
until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't.
And then when it wasn't, then it wasn't.
Well, with me, I'm the opposite. I do intuitive work, but I don't ever call myself a psychic.
Okay. I call myself whatever anyone needs to call me.
That's beautiful.
Whatever works for everyone.
That's beautiful.
I started with just intuitive and empath, and I found a lot of people were like, huh?
Huh? Oh, the empath thing throws them for a curve sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I started with that too.
So now I just say
Funny.
anything. Psychic, medium, clairvoyant, whatever you want
Fill
to
in the
say.
blank.
Whatever you like. Old lady reading your palm in a tent at a carnival. Whatever works,
Well, the old part wouldn't work, but the lady would.
Well, I'm pretty old.
Lady in
Do you forget
tat.
how old I am?
No, you're not as old as me, so anybody that's younger than me is not old.
Oh. That's how my mom used to be like, you kids. And I'd be like, but we're all 45. I know, but you're all kids to me.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get Tracy on the line right now. It's time for another reading. This is the
Yay!
quickest I've been able to do it. Those of you that have been following, I think this is like our 13th broadcast, maybe 12th or 13th.
Fantastic.
And it's usually took until about half an hour in before I got it all coordinated and got the first person on the phone.
Genius.
Because in the beginning it was I was like that I Love Lucy episode on the assembly line where she's, it was very much.
Where's the chocolate?
I was putting the widgets together. All right, we're going to get Tracy on right now. This is so fun. Are you having
It
fun?
is. Oh, yeah, blast. Yeah,
It just
I love
feels
it.
good, doesn't
And
it?
I love being here with your energy.
nice, isn't
It's
it?
bouncing,
I love it.
bouncing off.
That's why I love it. I
Yeah.
think that there are not enough situations where we all get together and do things as more than one of us. We
Right.
spend a lot of time in the dark reading people's fortunes.
Yeah.
And it's good for us to work together for power. And radio is a great way to strengthen that power of light.
Yeah, well, it's like Jesus said in the Bible, whenever two or more are gathered in my name,
Right.
that's when the vibration is lifted.
Exactly.
So.
That always reminds me of that There Is Love song. That hippie song you remember that song There Is Love from the Gathered in His Name, There Is Love.
Oh,
in the
my
70s,
God,
it was always on like the
yes.
soft rock stations.
Oh, my God.
My cousin got married in 1976 at my mom's family home where she grew up. And I had to wear a maize-colored lace dress, so I sort of looked like a mustard sausage. I was 9. And
you
it
have
was-
pictures is all I
yeah,
want
it was outdoor wedding, and they played that that was the big wedding song, and there
Oh
was
my
like an
God.
acoustic band playing. It was so 70s. Yeah, God, I love the 70s.
I love it. I did too.
Tracy, welcome to the show. How are you, my friend? Are you with us? Oh, Tracy's not here. I think we may have just done that whole thing to Tracy's voicemail.
Oh,
so Tracy,
no.
you're going to be next. We're going to get somebody else up now. Let's get up. I don't know who's watching and who's not watching, so I have to text you all. Talk about what you're up to right now, Pamela.
Oh, me?
What are you loving in your psychic life right now?
Oh, well, right now I'm developing an online class for the Akashic Records, and I'm really, really
Explain
excited
what that is
about
for
it.
folks who don't know what that is.
The Akashic is basically, it's God's supercomputer, so everything that has ever happened to you or everything you've thought, felt, done, everything you're thinking about, feeling, doing, saying, it's all stored there, so you can go into the Akashic Records at any time. And if you don't understand what's going on in your life, if you think your life is sucking and you don't know why, it's probably because something in the Akashic Records is keeping you stuck. And therefore the subconscious mind is protecting you. And you go into the Akashic Records and you can find out anything about yourself. I mean, since I've been going in there and finding out, it just helps you know why you are, how you are. Because knowledge is power, and it empowers you to not judge yourself so harshly when you find out why you're doing something, because it's in the Akashic Records. So it's really just a giant supercomputer where everything about you is stored. Now, you can't go into someone else's records, but you can go into your own and look at the karma, look at your past lives with somebody. You can get advice from your spirit guides. Every person has an Akashic Records guide. So you go in there and your guide is there to help you understand yourself. And everybody has a book of life. So it was created from the very beginning. And that book of life is just, you can go in and like it's reading a book. You can go audio, you can go video. You can go in there in any way that suits you. Like I'm a visual person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some people are audio. So when they go in, they don't see anyone or see anything. They just hear it. I see it and hear it. So it's an amazing healing tool.
It's fantastic.
And I've been doing healings for a long time. It's the best healing tool I've ever done.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I think we all need to learn more about that.
Yeah.
I need to learn so much more about that. I think we've got Tracy back. Tracy, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you.
How are you? It's so great to have you here, my friend.
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. What's on your mind? Do you know Pamela? Meet Pamela if you don't.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Pamela. What is on my mind? I would like to know the names of some of my guides.
Oh.
I don't do names. I can do energy and tell you what they look like.
Yeah, me too. I'm terrible with names. But
You are too? I didn't know.
I'm terrible with people's names.
Me too.
Right now, all I can think about is how I want to jump through the phone and pet your dog. That's how ADD I am. I'm like, hi, Tracy, dog. I see a dog and I lose it. But I can too tell you what they look like. So why don't you start and then I'll.
Oh, okay. Hold on just 1 second. I just tuned out to listen to.
Oh, then I'll start.
You start.
There, you have a Native American guy. Do you have a draw to that kind of spirituality?
Yeah, I always have.
Yeah.
I've been told I'm a member of the universal Native American tribe.
Well, there you go. Okay, so this guy is he's male. He's tall. He has long black hair, and he has a it's almost like, I want to say like a suit made of skins, but the top is long sleeve and it's long almost down below his knees, and then he has matching colored pants, brown pants underneath that are also made of skins and kind of tied on the sides with ties made of skins, and he has long lots of jewelry, long kind of feathery kind of earrings. Feathers are all over on his stuff. And he is seems very stern when you look at him. He's older, has kind of a lined face. I think he's somebody that was once on the earth, that was once embodied. Guides weren't always here. Sometimes there are people that were, like they're angelic or they're from other dimensions and they were never human. He was. Very, very old, very ancient, but he has a lovely sense of humor, and he has a beautiful kind of twinkle in his eye, so that you can tell that he's not as stern as he looks. But he is sort of in charge of, in your realm, he works on your spiritual growth. And when you go through times where you're not growing spiritually, you can almost feel him sort of nudging you on to move forward, and he sort of nudges you in the form of finding some kind of Native American thing to get you interested in, to keep you interested in your spirituality, to make sure you continue to grow. Because I feel like sometimes, honey, you can get I don't want to use the word stagnant, but you can get overwhelmed by the things that happen on the earth that are sometimes kind of feeling. So when you get like that, you kind of stop growing spiritually. And you'll pull inside yourself. I see you sort of like with your arms up in crash position on a plane, like you're like, enough. And then you won't be reaching out spiritually. And suddenly something will happen, like you'll see a Mandela or a dream catcher or a crystal, and you'll suddenly want to move forward. And that's him kind of like, boop, giving you a push.
Yeah. I love the boop.
He says boop. There's a very ancient Native American that says boop.
Yes. I do some classes online. So
good.
Every week I'm doing some kind of ritual or ceremony or shamanic journey or something. So yeah, I think he must have shoved the person that does this into my awareness.
Yeah, because you, like Sheena said, I have to agree. Sometimes you don't listen. Sometimes you know that, right?
It all becomes too much.
It's not a judgment. But you get overwhelmed and you stop listening.
I'm starting to really listen, because bad things happen when I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. But they're not bad. They're just stuff that happens to get your attention.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it usually comes in the form of breaking my crystals, though.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not a good thing. And there's this, I love that, by the way. I love the specificity that you gave. That was awesome. I was just sitting there like, yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I just repeat what
awesome.
I see.
Yeah, but that's beautiful to be that detailed.
Yeah, and I'm very thankful to him that he's allowing me to see him.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they don't want you to see them. No. So he's very generous. And he's very generous with you too, Tracy.
And sometimes I don't see them because I'm so empathic, I feel them. But what I started feeling when you were talking to the Native American, Sheena, is there's this other spirit that the best way I can describe him is looking like a Roman god. And he's dressed in this armor, but it's gold. And he's quite elegant. That's the best way I can describe him. And very powerful. You know, all he has to do is say one word and you do what he says.
Oh, yeah.
He's a strong, strong leader. And he says he's here to help you learn to lead. Like to get that strength, that intestinal fortitude to, because do you realize you sit back kind of on the sidelines sometimes? And people want you to lead? Uh-oh.
Tracy, did we lose you?
Yeah.
Oh, she's just thinking.
I'm thinking.
She's inside herself, like we just talked about.
Yeah. Do you think of yourself as a leader?
Oh, she crawled back in her crab cave. She's a Cancer. She's like, I didn't like that. Click, 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 click. I'm backing up.
Yeah,
click, 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 click.
Cancer Sun, Aries Moon, and
God.
Virgo rising.
Oh, dear Lord.
So,
I'm so sorry, honey. My
it's not easy
condolences to you.
I know, right?
I know nothing about that stuff. That's Sheena. No, do you?
I don't always want to lead. I'm just kind of like, I just kind of want to be here doing my own thing.
Not
and
anymore.
If you're following me, I think I have a fear of what if I'm wrong and I'm ruining your life?
What if you are?
And I don't know. Maybe it's the responsibility. I don't, for people's lives.
Yeah, that's your Cancer.
Is what it.
Right? No, he's not trying to give you responsibility. He's trying to free you from that responsibility. Because true leaders, they lead, but they don't care if they lead. It's like they don't feel responsibility for leading. And he is around you to get you to recognize you can lead without feeling responsible. Because listen, I'm sure you know this, but we can't be responsible for what someone else does. That ball's not in our court ever. All you can do is live in integrity, and all you can do is give the best advice that you can. And it's up to them, first off, whether they believe you or not. Second off, whether they do it or not. Mm-hmm. You know, it's on them. Your job is to teach. Right. Their job is to listen. But, you know, that's your job. As long as you have that responsibility of teaching and you have so much fear inside of you about it that I feel if you, I'm sorry about scratchy throat. If you just let that fear go, it'll be so much fun for you and you'll really enjoy it. Sorry.
And you know, sweetie, you're just the person that should be leading.
Yes.
Because you have that timidness inside of you, you need to be the one to help others who are just like you to bring that out in them. That's why you should be the leader, because you understand what it's like to not think that you should be the leader because you're worried that you'll mess up someone's life. There are so many people that need your help and they feel the same way. I was the same way. I totally understand that. I am at my core, and Pamela knows this because we're friends, I'm a very shy person. I went to a party Saturday night and they brought out the karaoke machine. They were all singing Broadway songs for each other. And I seriously wanted to shrink inside the potato chip bowl and hide. I understand what it's like to be like that, but unfortunately the universe had other plans for me. It was like, you're supposed to be on a stage entertaining people, and then you're supposed to be in front of a microphone helping people, and then you're supposed to be helping people with spiritual stuff. And I just learned to just shut up and say yes, because they just keep bugging you, and they know more than we do, right?
I certainly hope so.
You know, years ago when I started doing this, and I've been doing this a really long time, and I had the same fear of being wrong. But that fear of being wrong made me so hesitant to say anything. And when I finally got over that fear of being wrong and just quoted what I was hearing and feeling, then all of a sudden the veil opened up even more for me when I got fear out of the way. And that's what it feels like. You're a very powerful person, but you need to get that fear out, kick that fear out the door, because you're in, all that matters, honey, is not right or wrong. It's intention. And your intention is to never fool people and never lie to them or never misguide them. So therefore you won't.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
It all keeps coming back to trusting my intuition, and that's probably the hardest thing for me to do.
Yeah, intuition is just trust.
Yeah.
without judgment. You just say what you hear, say what you feel, say what you think. That's all you can do. And just let it out. Most of the time, people are going to go, "Oh, really? How'd you know?" And you're just trusting.
Yeah. It's like being a kid again and having no filter. It's actually fun once you do it.
Like, wait a minute, though. You didn't have that filter before.
Oh, no, I had too much of that filter. I've learned to have less of that filter. Yeah, I guess maybe I didn't never have a filter. I had a big filter some ways and no filter in other ways. Now I've learned to have the same thickness of filter everywhere. Sweetie, I can't wait to hear about everything that you're doing and how you're leading people. You need to stay in touch with us and let us know.
I will do that.
Okay, thank you so much for the call. Stay in touch. You're doing fantastic, and we're here for you. We love you, and we just want you to do this. And you have more spirit guides, but we have to go. So, but those are two very important ones. Yes. So,
yes,
some people have a lot.
Yeah, well, on average, most people have anywhere from 4 to 5 at any given time.
Okay,
because each guide is there to help you with a different aspect of your life. And most people have 4 or 5. You usually have one that comes in with you, goes your entire life with you, and then greets you on the other side. There's usually one main guide that that's their job, so to speak, is to stay with you through the whole experience.
Okay.
And then others come and go as you need them.
It's funny because I never ask about mine,
mm-hmm.
and I never I've had some people volunteer, but I never ask about mine, and I never differentiate mine. I just kind of call them all you guys.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Or they.
I do the same thing.
And I just hang with them. It doesn't really matter to me who they are.
I don't need a name. I don't need a identity.
Yeah.
I just trust them.
Some people are very into it.
Yeah, very much.
I'm not as much into it as some people.
I don't have a clue who mine are.
Yeah. Good. I thought I was the only one. I was embarrassed to say that.
No,
I don't know who my spirit
all.
guides are. Hi, I'm Sheena, and I don't know who my spirit guides are. There should be an anonymous group for people who don't know who their spirit guides are, where we sit around and drink a lot of coffee and confess. I don't know who my spirit guides are.
My spirit guides are no names.
Yeah. If you want to get on the air with us, it's so easy. You just send me a text with your name and number, 818-437-0886. That's how you do it, 818-437-0886. How about that? It's going to be so much fun to get people on the air. I'm trying to get the links out to Facebook everywhere so that everybody knows where we are. It takes me a little bit of time because I have a couple of Facebook pages, 17. So it takes takes a little bit of time, but we're working on it. Again, 818-437-0886. Let's get another call on the line, shall we?
Sure.
We got them waiting for us, baby.
Awesome.
Isn't that fun?
By the way, a friend of mine texted me that There Is Love was their wedding song.
Yeah.
Annie and Greg.
Yes. And I believe it's called The Wedding Song, parentheses, There Is Love, parentheses. Yeah, ask them about that.
I'll find out in a second.
But I'm pretty sure.
She just heard it.
Pretty sure that's what it's called.
I think it probably is.
Parentheses. All right, we're going to get Ellie on the line right now. And I hope I pronounced that right. And if I didn't, then please accept my apology. And if you're trying to call me, I can't pick up the phone because here's the phone and I'm on the air. So do you love my beautiful phone case? It cost me $2.99 in China. And I didn't even have to go to China. They sent it to me for free.
There you go.
If you want to get on the line with us, you have to text me, 818-437-0886. I'm looking down and noticing that folks are calling me, and I can't take calls like that. And I'm going to look at the phone. It's the wedding song, There Is Love. I just showed your phone. What if it had secret government secrets, like all your passwords
but I closed them
secret
all
messages from your lovers?
And who would that be?
I fantasize.
That's going to have those no-name
whoever
spirit
it is,
guides.
I think they're out of town with mine. Welcome to the show. Is it Ellie, sweetheart?
Yes, this is Ellie, Sheena.
Hi, Ellie. It's so great to hear your voice.
Hi.
It's nice to finally get to hear the voices of all my Facebook friends.
Oh,
it's wonderful because we've been in touch through Facebook.
Awesome.
It's so great to have you here on the show, sweetheart. It's wonderful. And what can we do for you today? I'll meet Pamela.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Pamela.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to hear your voice. Nice to meet you, too. Well, I'm just going through some very difficult times, and I know they said nothing is forever, so it's like, how long is this going to last? I'm like, I feel like in a trampoline. I fall down, and I can't get up.
Oh, sweetie. It's always the scariest and the worst right before it gets the most beautiful. And you're almost there, sweetie.
Couple months, right?
You know, being embodied on this earth is so much about learning lessons. And learning lessons sometimes can just, you know, really be a real crotch puncher. I don't know how else to say it. It can really just, the lessons are hard. And the problem with spiritual ascension on this embodied plane is that the farther, Grandma is losing it, the farther we go, the harder the lessons get. Just like if you were in second grade, the lessons would be much easier than if you were doing your PhD. So the farther you go, the harder it gets. And sometimes we go through these pockets where it just seems like we can't go any further. And that's usually when we're just about to break through and amazing stuff is about to happen. And you know, there's all different reasons for that. I can give, you know, there's numerology reasons, there's astrology reasons. As much as I know about those two things, which is about that much little tiny bit.
You know a lot.
That's all above my pay grade, all the predictive stuff when it comes. I can tell you about your personality. But I do know that it happens in different places at different times where we just hit a patch of learning. And think of it like finals in school. Mm-hmm. And that's where you're at right now. And I know it's hard, and I know you're discouraged, and I can feel you, honey. And I know it seems like it's not going to get better, but trust me, it's going to get so much better, and it's not far off. Pamela?
I have a suggestion for you. I agree 100%, Sheena. And that is to just make a list of all of the things that you have had experienced recently that you think that you believe is making your life difficult, and it is. But make a list of those things and then go down the list and go, okay, what's the opportunity in this one? What am I learning about myself? How am I growing? Because like I said earlier, we're in that fifth dimension awareness. And if you want to transcend to the fifth dimension, you got to face all this stuff, unfortunately, that's happened to you. And especially now in 2019, opportunity is, I'm going to call it rapid fire. So boom, 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 boom. A lot of stuff keeps coming at you. And the best and the quickest way to stop it, the absolute quickest way, is to step out of judgment and make sure you don't think you're doing something wrong. Like, you know, most people go, oh, what else is going to happen? And then something does. And you need to, because I feel what Sheena was feeling about the heaviness of it. And there's a lot of judgment in it of self and other people. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that,
totally understand.
Yeah. And that judgment is making you think you're screwing up and you're doing something wrong. And it's all happening because you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Because you're ready for that change. You're ready for that movement. Wait, what's the deal with you? Is it a grandmother? Mother. There's a mother-like figure. Wow. Was your mother critical?
No.
She was really sweet and loving. Who's the critical one?
It is my kids, actually.
Because I see all this criticism coming at you. Lots of criticism.
Maybe it is my mother, because about 5 years ago, I went through a divorce, and since that divorce, that has, like, my kids and I can't seem to, and my mother believed that I should have gotten back with my ex-husband.
Yeah, that's the criticism.
Yes, that's maybe, but the problems I'm going is with my kids. You know, we are facing some financial problems, some health problems, but my mother thinks that we would have been better off if I had been back with my ex-husband.
Right. So what that's doing is
that is the criticism that you see, the judgment. Yes.
Yeah. I just felt this huge judgment that you're beating yourself up so intensely from inside because you are listening to the criticism of others, and that's your first step. Just stop and then make a list. What did I get? What did I learn about myself when I went through the divorce? What am I learning about myself with my kids? Because I feel like you're a giver, but you just need to give more to yourself. Like, you try so hard to make everyone around you happy, but that's not up to you. Your only job is to make you happy. And, stop the criticism. Don't believe them. Don't believe what your mom says. It's not your mom's life. It's yours.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you did the right thing when you got divorced, sweetheart. You did the right thing, and you know you did the right thing.
100%.
Yeah. It was what you needed for you, sweetheart. It was not a healthy situation. It wasn't where you belonged.
It was toxic, right?
Thank you so much. This helps me. It gives me courage. I can see the light, and I know I believe so much when Sheena talks about it. When she sends those emails, I totally believe, and now it's just that empowerment that I have, and I know that we're going to get through this.
Good.
You are.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate that, sweetheart, and we appreciate you. Please keep us posted and let us know how it's going, because we want to know, and we adore you, and we think you're wonderful, and we just want you to be okay. So thank you so much for the call. You're terrific. I just could, help people all day long.
I know.
I could sit here for like 16 hours a day
me
and just
too.
take call after call after call and help people and never be tired of it.
We need to do a marathon.
Yeah, that would be
I'll get
fun,
my
right?
podcast up and running.
And we'll just sit at your house all day long and do it.
We'll do it all.
I'll give people my cell phone
an
number.
all-dayer.
And we'll just keep cranking them out. I would do it.
Awesome. Oh, I would too.
Are you
New
feeding
York
me?
Minute.
Oh, will there be water?
Don't I always have you come to my house?
No,
Have I ever
never.
not fed you?
Yes, if there's food and water, I'll go for a whole day.
Done. It would be so much fun.
Well, Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Like a marathon
Can you
Facebook
do
Live.
16 hours
Well,
on
we could
Facebook?
take a break every couple hours and start a new broadcast.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, you can. I think you can do it. I've done it
this
4
is-
hours.
Oh, you have?
I've done it when I do big events for my Peace, Love, Kindness, Unity movement. We do them in our video studio for 4 hours. Wow. So I've done 4. That's the most I've ever done.
I thought it was 20 minutes.
Where have you been?
In a closet.
I thought I was the one in the closet.
Nope, just a different kind of closet.
You're in a technology closet. I can't
was.
believe how great this is going and what wonderful people we've had today.
Oh, amazing
If
people.
you're trying to get on with us and you've been on before in the last month, know that you're not going to the top, probably because you've been on before, because we have to let people get on who haven't been on. I hate to say that, but I always have to say that. So, and I'm trying to get a couple in before 1 o'clock. If you're trying to get on before 1 and you're waiting, I'm trying so hard to get you in. So I'm going to send you a text and see if you can go in the next couple. So we're going to get Tina on the line right now, and I'm going to send her something and let her know that she's up next. Where can people find you, Pamela, if they want to find you?
Oh, it's pretty simple. I'm on Facebook /Pamela Beaty. I have a website, PamelaBeaty.net, and absolutely everything is on there.
Oh.
So, my blog is on there. How you can book sessions on there. It describes all the different kinds of work that I do. So it's a one-stop shop.
I love that story.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It's easier that way.
That's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to get Tina on the line. And if you're looking for me, I'm at IamRaisingYourVibration.com, and I'm at SheenaMetalSpiritual.com. We're building a site there. I have a website and everything, Pamela.
I know. I was just going to say, hold on. Maybe I'll get up and go to the bathroom. This is
Social
going to
media,
take a while.
I'm
I
everywhere
love it.
at Sheena Metal. And then, of course, my movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity is at thevibration.com, and on raisingthevibration.org is our nonprofit. We're finishing up our 501c3 right now.
Awesome.
And also, of course, this show is at hauntedplayground.com, and I'm always at latalkradio.com. And if you ever want to know what I'm doing, you can always go to latalkradio.com or LA Talk Radio's Facebook page, and you can absolutely find me there. So we're going to get Tina on the line right now.
You're really inspirational to me.
Thank you.
No, you are.
Thank you. I know, right? Air
everything-
traffic controlling.
Yeah.
I
Everything
loved,
you got going on is amazing.
Thank you. I loved what Ellie just said about how she likes to get my mailers and the positive, because that's what I do it to help people. It feels good to know it's falling on people.
Absolutely.
Tina, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hello, how are you doing today?
Wonderful. It's welcome. It's wonderful to have you here, my friend.
Thank you.
What maybe we do? Oh, first of all, say hello to Pamela.
Hello.
Hi, Pamela. I'm Tina.
Hi, Tina.
What can we do for you, my friend? What's on your mind?
Well, I've been listening to the show, and there have been so many good subjects. I keep changing my mind.
Oh, good.
That's so healthy.
We aim to please, my friend.
Well, I think maybe I want to see if Pamela could maybe tune into my guides or ancestors to see if there's a message for me. But I also came up with an idea. This is going to sound kind of crazy, but I wanted to know, years ago, I thought I had a particular identity, and I thought I came from a particular lineage, and I've been feeling in my spirit maybe that it may be incorrect.
Oh.
So I don't know if you could maybe get in touch with my guides and see, just to ask them, is my intuition on the money when I thinking that I'm not a particular lineage, but my ancestry is somewhere else? That idea came to mind.
What if it's both?
I was just going to say, what if it's yes and?
I think it's yes and. Yeah, I think it's both.
I think so too. That's so funny.
You're too. Your energy is too powerful and strong to be from your soul. Because I'm talking to your higher consciousness right now, and you wanted a profound experience when you came in the body this time.
Boy, did you get it?
Bring it to me.
Be careful what you ask for,
yeah.
baby.
Right? You're getting that too. It's like your soul just wanted this. I'm doing it this time. I'm doing it this time. What do I need? What do I need? And I see you going down this karmic checklist and trying to cram all the latest karma that you have with people, trying to cram that in. And it's like, ooh, you know what? I'll pick this lineage. That'll really help me. No, I'll add this one to it. And I see you just really, your higher consciousness is really like so excited to be in a body. Do you know that? I know that's not answering your lineage question, but do you realize that about yourself? Like, woohoo, I'm getting it done. Every day should be like that for you, because that's what you came here to do. I'm seeing your karmic pattern for the last probably anywhere from 30 to 100 past lives, which is not really past, but and you every time you would leave the body going, oh man, I missed it. I need to get back there and do more stuff.
God.
Right?
No.
No, listen, I'm not done. Wait a minute. I'm going to make it better for you.
That's the best.
Okay.
I'm going to make it better. But that was never really why you were coming into a body. You were coming into the body to have the realization you don't have to do a ton of stuff. All you got to do is figure out a way to be happy. Because the last, like I said, 30 to 100 lifetimes, you beat yourself up because you thought, oh, I didn't do enough. You'd cross over and think I didn't do enough. When all you got to do is realize anything you do is enough. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you cure cancer or, create world peace. It wouldn't have been enough for you. Your soul always was disappointed in itself. And this lifetime is about you coming in and just being happy with whatever you get done. It doesn't have to be a ton. You just have to learn to be happy with whatever it is. Now, that wasn't coming from me. That was coming from two sources, your higher consciousness and your sometimes unemployed spirit guide. Do you know what I mean by that?
No.
I don't either. There's unemployed spirit guides?
Yes, because
they like sit on the street corner and hope you'll pick them up to do some work?
No, they sit around waiting to help you. And a lot of times you're believing that you have to do this all on your own, and you don't. And I see him standing off to the side just looking at you like, I wish you'd use me more.
Oh, I get why they're unemployed. You're not using them.
Yeah,
okay.
You're not using them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's another thing that I've always had an issue with. I've always been told that they're there waiting for me, and I'm always reaching out, and nobody ever talks to me. They always talk to a third party, and I'm always like, hey, I'm here. You can come directly to me. You don't have to go through a middle management or a middle guy.
Well, that's why they're saying,
honey, they're trying, but they don't think you're listening.
It's like you're listening. You're listening you're listening in a difficult way.
Yeah.
It needs to be easier than that. It needs to be gentle. You need to just, I'd suggest automatic writing, but I think you'd think too much. I think you'd psych yourself out over it too much.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't suggest automatic writing. But I think what your expectation is that somebody is going to show up and speak in sentences to you. Like you're going to hear them, a diatribe of, here's what I want you to do. And it doesn't work that way. They're very gentle, and they send signs and messages all the time. But I think you're looking for something big. Sheena, what do you think?
I think that, I agree. I think that you, sweetheart, can be very literal, right? You can be a person who you really want a literal interpretation. And the problem with that is that there really is no literal interpretation of spirituality. I mean, spirituality is everything comes to you in a different way. Some of it has to do with the energetic resonance of where your guides are at. Mm-hmm. Some of it has to do with the energetic resonance of how you process input, whether you consciously know or not, how you subconsciously and spiritually process input. And some of it has to do with just the time in the universe right now and how they decide to send the messages. So you're not always going to get like a telegram that says, hi, Tina, it's the universe, and we would like you to do these things. We put it in outline form for you. And please click here for our PowerPoint presentation. It doesn't always work like that. Sometimes it's signs, it's symbols, it's things you're hearing in your head. It's a mixture of all of those. It's voices you're hearing. It's flashes of things you're seeing. It's memories that they're throwing into your head. It's things you're smelling. You just kind of have to interpret all of it and take all of it in and then figure out what all of it means to you and try to decipher it. I think the reason you're getting clearer messages when you go to a third-party person is that we're code breakers. As Lightworkers, our job is to figure out the messages. That's what we do. So it's easy for us to get all the little pieces and puzzles and figure out what it is. It's like when you were kids and there was that game where you had to figure out what the sentence was. And it could be like chicken. So it would be like a girl and then a picture of a motel. And you had to go, oh, it's chicken. That's kind of what it's like. And we do it all the time. So we're used to it. So you have to just start learning how to break the codes. And I totally get the thing about not wanting to come back and do it over and over again. I do want to come back and do it all and over again. Pamela knows this. But this was a thing that my mom and I used to have all the time before she passed, because she would say, I love you, kid, but I'm not coming back again because I'm done. So you're on your own next time. And I know you're going to come back. And it's what she would tease me about, that me as an 11, numerology 11, always wanted to come back. And her as a 9, she was done and she didn't want to come back. And so, funnily enough, I was in a channeling session once and Pamela was there. And the being that came through pointed me out and said, we keep telling you don't have to come back, but you just keep insisting on coming back. And it's true. That's so me. And I'll come back again and again. But some people just don't want to, sweetheart. And I really believe if you absolutely don't want to, you can take a break from it. Yeah. But the universe knows when you've gotten where you need to go. And if they say you need to take another class, sometimes you just need to take another class, And I think that class, here I believe this is soul school and every lifetime is a semester.
Opportunities abound for soul growth.
Yep.
I unlike you, this is it. I'm not coming back.
Do you know what your life path number is?
8, I think.
Okay.
But I don't know. How do we get I don't do that.
I thought I did it once for you. All right. We'll
do
it
but
afterwards.
I'd love that, yeah.
Okay, we'll do it afterwards.
I don't think we ever did.
Is your birthday a secret?
No.
Tina, thank you so much for calling, sweetheart. We adore you. Please let us know what's going on with you, honey. And you have all my information. And if Pamela's birthday is not a secret, then we can do it right now while we sit here.
It's not a secret, but I don't know the time of day that I was born.
You don't need the time of day for that. I just need the year and the day.
The year and the day?
Yeah.
1950. 04. The 4th.
1904?
The 4th in 1950. Do you need the birth?
Oh,
the
1950. Okay, so 1950 is 15. So that's a 6. And then the 4th makes it a 10. And then the 9.
Yeah, September.
So it's 9, 4. 9 and 4 is 13 is a 4.
Mm-hmm.
And 1950 is a 15. That's 10, 5 is a 6. So you're a 1.
Yeah, that's right. I think I do remember that now.
So you're a 1. So technically you shouldn't be back.
No, I'm done.
I'm
going to go play another universe.
You came one extra life than you were supposed to come. And the universe is like, whatever. We told her to go through this door, and then she went through that. Man, once she's through the door, we can't do anything about it.
Oh, that's right.
You go through the door, you pop out a vagina. You can't. What are you going to do? It was too late then to get you. Were they going to reach through and get you back and pull you back in?
But see, I didn't enter the body when I was born. I didn't come into the body till the body was 7.
Oh, well then you stumbled through the wrong.
Yeah.
door really late. What were you thinking? Were you drinking up there? What's going on?
Aren't you supposed to? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't drink down here. Is that
I don't either.
something I'm missing anywhere?
No,
All right. We're going to get somebody on the phone. We're loving this. If you want to get with us, 818-437-0886. We're well into our second hour now. 437-0886. We're trying to get you on in order. We're working through people. So we're going to get Maria on next. And I probably should text Maria and let her know she's next. But hopefully she's waiting and she knows she's going to be next. And we're just going to take a chance, I think. So sometimes you just got to take a chance.
I love doing this with you. I've never done this with you. This is so fun.
Isn't this fun? It's my new format. I do it every week on Haunted Playground now. We move with the time slot. We tried it out a couple times in the old time slot, and then we moved to the new time slot. I'm like, it's perfect time to have a new format with a new time slot.
It's awesome.
Maria, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. It's so great to have you here. We're so glad that you're here with us. What may we do for you? Say hi to Pamela.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I love you guys so much.
Aww.
This is so awesome. You guys can help people out like
Thank you. Thank you. We're loving it. I'm just getting all my Lightworker friends that I hang out with in everyday life, and we're coming together to help people on the air. It's like my favorite thing, radio and friends.
Yeah,
and helping.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What may we do for you, honey?
Well, I have a couple of different things, and I'm getting ready to go in a different couple of directions.
Okay.
So I sold my house, and I'm going to go help my mom. She turned 90 today.
Oh,
and
happy birthday.
So I'm going to go be with her and watch over her a little bit. And then, but I have a business where I am now, and I'm able to expand, and I would really like to be able to move to Florida. At least part-time.
Okay.
So I could go back and forth, because right now I'm in Minnesota, which is
cold.
Not very fun in the winter time.
Yes. No, not at all.
And so I just want to see if you guys have feelings on that, and do you think that is a good choice for me to be thinking about it? And
about the move, thinking about the move?
About the move to be able to expand, because I'd have to keep my business here too, but
Sure.
I want to be able to go back and forth.
Well, here's the thing.
Whenever I want.
I'll tell you the first thing I got, and it's not going to seem very specific, but doing it the way you want to go, would you see that as an adventure? Like, wow, newness and adventure and something different. Can you look at your business that way if you move?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's that's what I'm feeling, and there's probably more, I'm sure. But the first feeling I got was you need an adventure.
I was just going to say you need an adventure out loud, but I didn't want to interrupt Pamela. Yes.
Yeah, you need an adventure.
You need an adventure, sweetheart, in a huge way.
Yeah. So if moving to Florida and keeping your business there if you have the perspective, almost like a kid at Christmas, like giggling, like, I'm on an adventure. This is so great.
Yeah.
Then I think it's great.
I do look forward to. I'm happy when I think about it.
That's it.
And and of course I'd bring my mom back and forth with me too, as long as I can have her. And so that would be something that I just want to.
I think it's great.
Something that you feel good about.
100%. Yeah,
I feel, sweetheart, like you just need some excitement in your life.
Yeah.
Like you're just feeling like there's nothing that really challenges you. And the idea of setting up these two businesses in two different states and running them back and forth in two different parts of the country is exciting to you.
Yeah.
It's exhilarating to think of the new area, building up the new area, keeping the old area, packing mom up in a suitcase and running her back and forth to two places. And that's what my mom, who sadly only made it to 82, used to say, I'm going to live to be 100. And I would say, what am I going to do with you then? And she'd say, I'm going to make you throw me on your back in a backpack like a papoose and just haul me around places, and I'm going to give orders from the back. So
exactly.
So you just,
And then I've also had a horrible year.
Oh, honey.
Things seem to be going a little bit better, but this has to do with my son. And
what's his first name?
Making a turnaround now.
Good.
What's his first name,
It's been very
sweetie?
hard. What?
I said, what is his first name?
Casey.
Oh,
Casby.
he's been in some trouble, huh?
Trouble, drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. Legal trouble?
He's in treatment. Some legal. It didn't turn out as bad as we thought it might have been. And so that he has kind of a second chance there. And he is in treatment.
Good.
And I just pray that he can stay good. That's all. And he'll be getting out in a couple of weeks. And my heart just, I try not to worry. I pray a lot, but I just want to make sure he's okay.
Can you change your prayer instead of praying and asking, the universe for help? Can you just start thanking the universe for their help?
Yes.
Just make the assumption it's already done. Because
I do thank all the time.
Yeah, listen, you beat yourself up over your son. Right?
Yeah.
And it's that you got to stop beating yourself up first and love yourself more, because I feel like there's some judgment and disappointing in yourself because you think you could have done something different. This is your soul's path. This is it. I mean, he wanted to do this. He chose before he came in the body. Ooh, I want to go have that experience. And nothing you did created it. And if you keep beating yourself up and thinking, I call it the shoulda, woulda, coulda, I should have done this, I could have done that, if I would have only done this, stop that, because that is judgment, and that's not fair to you, and it won't help him. Right. So you get out of judgment. That's the first step in really helping him. And get excited that help is on the way. And right now he's at a, I see his soul is at a free will stage, which he got the help. Now when he comes out, he's got free will to make a change or not. Mm-hmm. Right? Do you know what?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it. This sounds harsh, but it's not. It's none of your business. It's his soul. You got to let him choose.
I got to let him go.
You got to.
I mean, I'm with him, but I'm
energetically.
I gotta let him
Trust
what
him.
He needs to do.
Yeah, trust him. Put the thoughts out there that he will do the right thing for himself, and show him what self-love looks like. You love yourself.
Okay.
You love yourself, and you spend time just go, oh, I love me so much. I'm so awesome. 400 or 500 times a day. And believe it or not, that will help him, because he's in that free will moment in time where he could recover from this and just live out the rest of his life joyously and brilliantly. But it's still his choice. It is not yours.
Yeah.
And he does feel bad about me, too.
Oh, he does. He does.
He knows he's done wrong on me and by me and hurt me, and I know he loves me and he wants to make it all better, but by what he's doing, by getting himself better, makes me feel better. So for him, it's all forgiven.
Yeah, and so, you know what? When he realizes no matter what he does, you're going to love him. And you need to make sure you show him happiness.
Yeah.
Because if he sees you sad and depressed and upset and worried and scared, you're going to make him feel worse. So let him see your joy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then he will change.
I can do that.
Yeah. He just feels so overwhelmed, sweetheart. He gets so overwhelmed so easily.
Yeah. He does. He always has. He has anxiety, and he's trying to work on that. And I know he has been doing better on that end of it. And
this goes back to as early as, looks like it could be anywhere from 5 to 7 years old. It got triggered back then.
Yeah, and I don't know. He has talked to me about that a little bit, just lately.
Yeah.
And but even like when he was in school, he just started feeling this anxiety, and I never knew that. And they kind of pinpointed it as maybe ADHD or the ADD, and I guess we didn't know that much about it back then, because he's almost 23 now, but
No, he was
And,
traumatized. He was traumatized back then.
He was?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Because
he withdraws.
Yeah.
He gets overwhelmed and he withdraws, and he has a really hard time standing up to people. Almost like he was bullied in some fashion. There are many different fashions you can be bullied by another human being. But there was some kind of, somehow his power was taken away and he was bullied.
Okay.
And so now when he's in a situation where he has to stand up to people like a boss at work or a peer group or trying to get through school or whatever it is, he withdraws, and the thing that makes it easier is to numb out, and that's why the drugs.
Yep. And I don't even know if he remembers what it was, what the trauma was.
No, he might not even know.
Yeah.
No. And he may also have a little ADHD, and that just makes it a little harder to kind of get your poop in a group.
Right.
As I know. I want to crawl through the line and pet everyone's dogs, and I forget about the readings. Like, wait, is there a dog there? Is there a dog? You have a cat? What's going on? Well, who can I pet? I totally understand how he feels. But he just needs to, you know what it is? It's like he's disconnected from his core. He needs to find his center and become reconnected. And when he finds that...
he's had a lot going on in the last 3 years. So
Yeah.
he does need to kind of find himself now.
He's unplugged, and hopefully he will find that connection to his core in rehab.
Show him how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Show him how to plug in. He's good. And I'm going to say lots of prayers for him. We'll say lots of prayers for him that he finds his center and he gets connected. And you have my information, sweetheart, and you can stay in touch with us and with me, and please do. I would love that. And I thank you so much for the call, and you're lovely, and we wish your little one so well, because he's still her little one. And he's not a little one, but he's still her little one. If you want to get on the air with us, it's so easy. You just send me a text message, 818-437-0886. Now, if you're trying to call either the studio or you're trying to call my cell, I can't pick you up. I have to call you, so you have to text me. 818-437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. That's how it works, and then we will put you on the line. Look how many calls. This is the most calls I think I've ever done on the show. 246 so far. So...
That's amazing.
It's wonderful, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Right. And look, this is one of the times that I call how exciting it is when a guy calls us.
Yes.
Because we never get any boys, right?
Yes,
so we're gonna get Brian on the
it.
line now because we like to have a mixture.
Yeah.
Of all different kinds of people, and for some reason, not as many. I usually get like one guy a show. Sometimes two. Guys are a little nervous about calling in for readings, but they shouldn't be. And we're gonna get Brian on the line right now. Again, 818-437-0886. That's how you get on the air with Pamela and with me, and we look forward to speaking with you. Brian, welcome to the show.
Hey, Sheena, I miss you so much.
I miss you too, my friend. How are you? It's great to hear from you.
Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. I kind of dropped out of circulation for a little while.
That's okay.
A lot of stuff going on.
It happens. That's what happens, sweetie. You got to find your footing again.
Well, I follow you everywhere, so...
Thank you. You may stalk me a little.
Nah.
You're allowed.
Nah.
You're allowed to stalk me.
We're pals.
Absolutely, my friend. What can we do for you today, honey?
Well, oh, boy. I've got a convergence of major life things.
Okay.
Some I know are going to happen, and others I don't know are going to happen.
Okay.
But they're all going to happen in the next 30 to 60 days.
Okay.
And what I want to know is a few gals think I can handle it.
Absolutely think you can handle it. And say hi to Pamela, by the way. Pamela.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Pamela.
Sweetie, it's so good for you to be in a situation where you think maybe you can't handle it, because you over the last few years have not had enough stimulus in your life. And I know now it's scary because you have so much stimulus in your life. But this is exactly what you needed. Right?
You're exactly right. You are exactly right. And, oh, man, I wish I could just even it out a little bit,
I know. It never works like that with the universe, does it?
Well, the ADD doesn't help either.
Right, exactly. And I also feel like this is a time where a lot of really good things are happening, and at the same time, a lot of really painful things are happening. And it's because as you're moving to the next place, the universe is cutting away a lot of things and letting a lot of things go, and also things that it's time was their time to go. I know I saw on Facebook that you had a pet transition. That it was just your baby's time to go home. You know, your baby. Sometimes you do your thing, and then it's time to go home, and that's okay. But you know, it's hard when those things happen in the middle of other things that are going on that just add to the stress level. Pamela?
I have no idea what I'm about to say. But
Okay.
your spirit guide just showed up and said, "Don't talk yourself out of it." What are you thinking about talking yourself out of? Don't do it. Don't.
Well, my fiance just got his K1 visa, so I'm not talking myself out of that.
Good.
Yeah, it's something else though. It's a decision. I don't know if it's a new project because they're showing me a lot of balls in the air, like you juggling.
Not your fiance's balls.
No, not your.
Just to be.
She said that. I didn't.
I said it. Just to be clear.
Family show, right?
Yeah.
It's a family
Jesus,
show.
Pamela. The poor guy calls. He's getting married. You're talking about balls in the air.
Tennis balls. How's that?
Well, you know, one of the things that I had to do in this visa process, he's coming from Brazil.
Wow.
So, Sheena, I'll need 2 tickets to the comedy store, to the improv next time.
Good. Come to my birthday party in April. I'd love that.
Well, you know, our birthdays are in April too, so I'm a tax baby.
That's right. Now, what about your fiance? Is he April too?
Well, my birthday is April 15th. His birthday is April 17th.
Wow.
And we're getting married on April 16th.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You guys are like twins.
Can I ask you a question?
Well, you know, yeah, go ahead.
Now I just lost it.
Uh-oh. She has such a
It was right. It
important
was
question.
so profound.
I'm still blown away thinking of 2 Aries together and just the horns. Just knocking. Maybe that's just knocking each other off the mountain. Maybe knocking horns is a nice euphemism for something.
I hate when I hear something and see something and then it just goes away. It was just like we did a flyby and then it took off. Shoot.
But it's scary when somebody,
you know,
when you're in love with somebody and you get married, and I know you guys haven't been together for a long time, and then, you know, you've lived in different places and now you're going to live in the same place. I mean, all of that's all stuff to just be, that's a little scary. It's all stuff that you sort of have to wrap your brain and your heart and your soul around, and it's tough.
Well, you know, at 39 and holding, I thought I was going to be a old maid.
Yep.
I never in a million years, you know, and it's so true what people say when you're not looking.
Right.
All these things happen.
I just want to say quickly, who was it that continually told you that you were not done? I believe it was your old friend Sheena. That always said, it's not over till it's over, baby. And you would look at me and say, nope, no one's ever going to. I'm like, it's not over till it's over, baby. And here we go.
You are right, my dear, and you told me so.
Yeah,
there's an unsolicited testimonial.
Yeah, right? Well, I could just tell that you were not done, that there was more coming for you. I could feel it all around you. But I didn't want to say when and where and give you anything that would make you look in one place or not look in another place. But I could feel it all around you.
Well, you know, one thing, I was going to say this before, one thing that I had to do with all this. Oh, first, let me just say I digress for 1 second.
Sure.
All the people that think that, you know, all these illegals are flooding over the border and all this stuff, I got to tell you, folks, it's really hard to come into the United States. I've been going through this visa process for a year with my fiance. I had to submit every single document imaginable, and so did he, medical, all this stuff. So these people aren't just running over, okay? I just want to say that.
But he's trying to come in legally. I'm not saying like you want to run across the border and get a job. I'm sure my Irish ancestors snuck on a boat, so I can't say anything. But I just think that's the problem, is that a lot of folks come over the way they come over because it's so difficult to come legally. We've become one of the hardest countries in the world to actually get into.
Yeah, it's not easy.
I remember what it was.
Pamela remembered. Hang tight while it's still in her head.
Yeah.
So sorry. Your spirit guide was telling me to tell you something very simple, but it's something you forget to do. Breathe. Like they showed me you going, wait for it, and you're not breathing through your day. And I felt the tightness in your lungs and in your chest, and you're not breathing, you're bracing. Do you know what I mean? Just you're bracing for things. I do. You're not breathing through things. So you have to, put little Post-it notes or something to remind you to and breathe. And as you breathe through whatever it is that you're holding your breath over, anything, just go, it's going to be okay. And that several times throughout the day, because you're holding your breath, and that's blocking your energy, and you've got this amazing energy that the universe needs. We need you out there, but you got to breathe through it a little more. Do you brace for thinking you're going to do something wrong, like you're going to screw stuff up?
I am the best overthinker.
Okay. You're a prize winner.
Then that's why they told me to tell you. He's not breathing. He's just holding his breath.
I know.
He's so afraid.
And also, sweetheart, if I may, you need to stop waiting for the other shoe to drop.
That's it.
You need to stop always wondering where the pile of poo is around the corner.
But that's the holding the breath.
Yeah, you need to trust. Just if you could do one thing for me in this next couple months till your guy gets here, just relax and surrender and trust that the universe has a plan for you, and that you are loved, and that they want to take care of you, and that this whole thing is going to be worked out, that this is supposed to be, that you're supposed to have this experience with this wonderful guy who, by the way, I friended on Facebook, so please tell him I'm not his stalker. And that,
is he gorgeous or what?
He's lovely. He's lovely. And just know that this is your time where something lovely is going to happen for you. And it's okay. And not always wonder when it's all going to go to shit, because it's not always. That's okay. I still have my job. I won't get fired for that. We hope I won't get fired. If this is my last show.
I love it.
I said shit, and I love you all.
I love it.
But do you know what I mean? Just trust, sweetie. Just trust. And then once he comes and that's all done, and you start going into the next phase of your career and more things that you're trying to do, just trust, love. It's all about trusting. I know I've told you that before, but I'm really telling you that now. Mm-hmm. You just have to trust, sweetheart. It's all going to be okay. Yeah. You have to believe that it's going to be okay. But in order to believe that it's going to be okay, you have to love yourself enough to believe that the universe loves you enough that you're going to be taken care of.
The universe conspires for you, not against you.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's nice to hear, and it's reassuring.
Just breathe.
And I know you would have told me, the bad stuff too, if there was bad stuff. So
there's always bad stuff.
There's just
it's life.
No bad stuff. I mean, that's
good.
There's
been enough bad stuff,
itself.
But that's good. So that's the thing. You're waiting for the bad stuff. There's already been bad stuff.
So, what's the problem? I figured it all out.
That's
my
the
dreams
problem
are coming true.
There is no problem.
What did I do wrong?
Right, exactly. That's the thing. You got to get over looking for that, sweetheart. That's exactly the thing. Yeah. You are going to be just fine, and we love you so much, and I want to hear all about it. And if there's going to be a wedding, there better be an invitation for Auntie Sheena. That's all I'm saying. Right? Is that awful that I just said that?
No.
I just invited myself to a wedding?
No, not awful at all.
I love you, my friend. Thank you for calling in. I'm so happy for you. I actually haven't spoken to him since the whole exciting thing happened with the new
my goodness
hot Latin boy.
Yeah.
I said
saw
boy.
the wedding.
It's not everybody's a boy to me.
Yeah.
The wedding's going to be lovely. What a cute idea to get married the day in between your birthdays.
Yeah, I love that.
I think if you're an Aries and you dare to marry another Aries, then you might as well just own it. Just own it.
Right.
Just put your big old horns on and cover them in glitter and just own that. I almost said a bad word again.
You did.
I'm just out there today.
I'm quite proud of myself. I haven't yet.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I felt like it. That was actually a
apropos.
purposely planned profanity.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so we're going to get Lisa on the phone, and here we go. Just had a moment where I went, wait a minute, what am I doing? How do I do this?
You're amazing.
What's going on?
I can see kind of what's going on.
Did you know I already posted 20 places on Facebook? And
oh my God.
And all these, and we've had these phone calls, and I've gotten people off the phone and into the computer, and everyone's
bowing down.
Thank you. Air traffic, psychic traffic controlling.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. Hello, Elisa. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Hey.
You got to turn your radio down, love, so we can not hear the feedback.
I already did.
Good. And did
you still hearing it?
No, perfect. Did I say your name right? It's Elisa?
Oh my God, you got it right. Gold star.
Welcome. I love that. Say hi to Pamela.
You're like, hi, Pamela.
Hello.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
So I have to say, the last time I saw Pamela, she kind of did an exorcism in my house, and we didn't really get a chance to talk about it.
No.
But holy crap balls.
Holy crap balls.
What was going on with your house, sweetheart?
Oh, I have a little visitor who periodically drops by and tries to push me out of bed or breaks things or it's like this energetic column in my house that some really weird stuff has happened. Actually, Pamela, my roommate Nicola, literally slipped in that same freaking spot and fell on her ass like 3 days ago, and I'm like, that better not be this little visitor back. But
it could be the energy
that was not
stuck
the
there.
original reason I called, but it's periodically kind of reared its head, and Pamela just did some major battle with it and kicked its little booty with some love and sent it back to the swamp it crawled out of.
Oh, good for her. Yeah.
Send it to the light.
Yeah. Did it go to the light, or was it like, I don't live in the light, ma'am, and it just crawled into the floorboards?
No, I mean, I always say that the exorcisms are about surrounding these spirits with love and basically hold them energetically until you're actually loving them to death. And you just hold them in that space and show them and help them to remember what love was. And then they go. Not all of them do.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
100% don't. But you do what you can, and you send them to a different place, and they have to work on it there. I think the reason she fell, honestly, is because the energy there is still stuck. So we need to uplift that energy. It's not him.
Okay.
I don't think he's him. It's him.
Yeah.
Any recommendations for what to do? Because everything weird and slightly dangerous that's happened to the house has happened along that energy corridor, like going vertically through the house.
Well, I know what I would do. I would walk up and I would walk up and down that space and just laugh and laugh and laugh, and burn some sage, but have a smile on your face. Do a little jig. Dance, kick up your heels, really laugh, because you got to raise that vibration back up to your
Raise the vibration, baby.
Yeah.
But don't laugh at it, because then you might get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I'm doing it with a living person right now.
You are.
I have a living person in my periphery that has some issues, and is constantly trying to stir the pot and stir the drama and stir the chaos and bring the drama up. And I just diffuse it by just acting like I'm the happiest person and nothing's wrong. And the more drama that's created, the more I diffuse and I diffuse and I diffuse, because, a negative thing, whether it's in a body or not, will feed on the anger and the chaos. I grew up in a horribly active haunted house that was very much like the Amityville Horror. And my mom would yell at the thing and tell it to go screw itself and scream at it, get out of my house, and I'm going to kill you. And she was the one that it really beat the hell out of, because she was the one giving it so much attention. So, whereas my dad was more like, I don't believe in this. You girls are crazy. It never bothered him. But she was yelling and screaming at it. It was throwing cans at her. It was throwing the dishwasher door at her, throwing a crutch at her. I mean, she got the most. So you want to give it no attention. Just act like you don't know it's there, and you're having the best day of your life. Think of it as that really bitchy woman from The Office that you can't get rid of. And so you just want to walk by her desk, and every day it's like, I'm eating a cupcake and it's the best day of my life. Because that's what makes the negativity shrink away. If you're freaking out and why are you knocking me out of bed? It's going to be like, oh, check mark. She really liked that. We'll do that one again.
Good times.
You know, it's almost like you have to think of, for negativity, our good is their bad and their bad is our good. So they love negative stuff.
Yeah.
So they have their, you know, for them, a birthday party is everyone's crying and bleeding. So if you seem really upset, then they're like, oh, look, we really upset the family. Do more of that. Do more of this. Oh, she hates that. 10 times more of that, you know. But if you're happy, they'll be like, oh, God, she didn't like that pulled out of bed because it made her giggle. So, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, of course, ignore. And protection and protect yourself. This is now I'm going to get all foofy lala on you. What kinds of stones do you have in the house?
Yeah, Pamela can fill you in. Foofy lala is
where you live?
My lingua franca.
I love you already. What kind of crystals are in the home, and how are we protecting with crystals? Because I'm a bit of a rock whore.
I have quite a few. I work very closely with Archangel Michael, Big Mike, as I like to call him.
He was my mama's boy.
Love him. I have a dear friend who actually writes icons. You know, when you paint an icon, it's actually called writing icons. And I had her do a beautiful Archangel Michael shield that sits on my dresser, which is right near that sort of energy vortex that's been problematic.
Yes.
I think I have selenium. I have amethyst. I have this beautiful, huge crystal. I've done so much work in the spiritual realm over my lifetime. I've channeled myself. I've done shamanic work. I booked Shar Margolis's show for 2 years. So I'm kind of very immersed in this world, and I've filmed with some lovely women at the Aura Shop in Santa Monica years ago, and they gave me this incredible, I don't even know what the crystal is, but it's huge. It's like the size of a little football.
Will you take a picture of it and send it to me, or is that too private?
Yeah, I will. No.
Other people want naked pictures, and I'm like, hey, can you send me a picture of your crystal?
You want visuals? I will.
I want pictures of your crystals.
Talking about being visual, she got nothing on me.
Send me a picture of your naked crystals. That's what I want to see.
I'm taking it right now.
Do you have black tourmaline there, sweetheart?
I don't know if I have black tourmaline.
You need a big old hunk of black tourmaline to suck the negativity out of our little friend, who shall heretofore only be referred to as our little friend.
Copy that.
Yeah.
I just sent you the photo of the crystal that I have, and I'm sending you a photo of the
amethyst is good. Quartz is good. Rose quartz would be great because the love will balance that negativity.
Yes, I do have rose quartz somewhere, I think.
I thought I saw it at your house.
I think I have some. Here's what happens, and I'm sure you guys are probably in the same boat. Like, crystals or things, power objects will come into my life, but then I am compelled to share them with people who need them more. So they come in, but they don't stay long.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
It could be a smoky. It looks like it's a quartz, a giant quartz. It's just darker. See how one part of it is kind of smoky quartz, and then it has little tiny pillars of citrine stuck in it, but that's all quartz.
Which look like angel wings to me.
I do, yeah.
So citrine is a kind of quartz crystal. Smoky quartz obviously is, and interestingly enough, amethyst is. So sometimes you'll see a hunk of something, and it'll be perfectly purple, and there'll be one quartz crystal sticking out of it. They're all the same family, just depending on how the earth heated them up differently. Depends on how they decide to become the different colors. So this is very exciting.
A photo, like on the either side of that huge crystal, I have the other ones that I have laid out. I mean, I have a lot of them. They're sort of scattered all over the house. But this wasn't actually the reason that I was calling. I mean, I'm happy to hear whatever you have to say about this. I do feel like Pamela gave it a good sort of loving ass kicking when she was here.
A loving ass kicking.
And holy crap, that was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. Like, I've seen, can I curse on your show or no?
Sure, yeah.
I have seen some shit in my day, but that was like one of those things where Pamela was literally like writhing and groaning as she was taking this thing into her.
Oh my God.
And then and her eyes were closed. And then at one point she opened her eyes and looked at me. She's like, "Don't touch me. I don't want it to go into you." And I'm like, "Oh,
wow.
my
Yeah, she's
God."
intense.
So,
yeah.
So heads up, if you need somebody to do that kind of work, Pamela is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a lot. She's intense.
But the reason I am calling, not only because I love Pamela and because anybody Pamela loves, I love, which means I now love you, Sheena.
Oh, and I love you now too.
Is I just feel like I am having this full-blown tantrum, and I don't quite understand what it's about. I just feel so. I mean, there's a lot going on in my life. My mom is not doing great. She's
I'm
sort
so
of
sorry,
drifting,
sweetheart.
Drifting mentally and dealing with some physical stuff too. And that's brought up a lot for me. And I just finished working on a really amazing, intense documentary film about the opioid crisis. And I was really, holding energy and healing for some young people that are in a lot of pain. But I got home and I just suddenly have been plunged into this place of literally, if I could just, take off my adult oversuit, I would be lying on the floor kicking and screaming and crying right now. And I'm not entirely sure what it's about. I know I'm worried about work and, ageism and feeling like maybe I'm never going to work again.
No, that's not true.
But
You know that.
It just feels so much bigger than all of that. So I'm just curious what the F is going on.
I think that part of it is your mom. That's a kind of early grief. When our parents start to sort of wind down, we start to grieve before they've even passed. And I think that's on such a subliminal level, sweetie, that you don't even know that's happening. But I feel like a big part of it is this documentary that you did, that you've sort of sucked into you empathically a lot of the energy of what the opioid crisis is, how it makes people feel, how it's affected the spiritual climate of our country and our world, especially our country. And that's still sort of in your spiritual periphery. And you should do lots and lots of cleansing on yourself, lots of water, tons of sage, douche with a selenite wand, whatever. I can't help it.
I don't even want to ask.
I can't help it. What, you know what I mean? But I mean, seriously, no, but for reals, kind of for reals but plus for reals, sleep with a selenite wand under your pillow for about a month.
Okay.
And let it cleanse you.
Yeah, you know what? Way prefer that to the douche.
Okay,
recommendation.
I'm just saying. You really need to get it in your system. Anyway, it's got to get in there. Don't ingest it, kids at home. But yeah, you need to sleep on that. Keep some tourmaline on you all the time, and then sleep on the selenite. So you're letting the tourmaline pull all of the stuff out of you during the day, and when you sleep, you're letting the selenite kind of cleanse and scrub you, because you've got some stuff stuck to you from this movie, love.
And I felt like I was being so good about not having that happen. I was very conscious of the pre-grieving process with my mom. I mean, like the benefit of having been doing a lot of this, spiritual work and pursuit most of my life, but certainly for the past, 40 years, is that I'm aware, and I usually clean house spiritually and metaphysically on a regular basis. So I felt like I was really doing great.
Well, you know what, Elisa, you know what? Your inner child is a little angered at your mother. I know you've done a lot of healing work, but she's still in there. And she's, for some reason, she got a little pissed off at mommy. Because I don't think your mom is letting you heal everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I should clarify for Sheena, I have my mother, the woman who gave birth to me, is a nightmare, and we have a terrible relationship that I recently kind of threw down the gauntlet and said, I'm not pretending anymore.
Okay.
Like, if you want to actually have a relationship with me, we need the services of a professional counselor. My stepmother, who had raised me and has been a very loving mother figure in my life, is the one who is ill and starting to decline.
That's the one you're grieving for. Yeah.
Yeah. You're grieving for her, but the inner child is mad at the mother.
Sweetheart, we have to let you go because we're totally out of time. Will you do this with us again? I would love it. You're so lovely.
Thank you so much. You as well. I really appreciate it. Pamela, I hope to see you soon. Sheena,
You got it.
I will be tuning into everything
I'll
you
see
do
you
now.
soon too. Yes, please stay in touch, and you've got my information, and let me know how things are going. Pamela, so lovely to do this with you.
Oh, I had
That's how we
such
do
a
2
great
hours.
time. Oh my God, it was so fast.
Where can people find you online, my friend?
It's simple, PamelaBeaty.net.
Do it, my friends. And if you missed any of those links, you can go to Sheena Metal spiritual.com. That's my new spiritual site we're building. I am raising your vibration.com. This is Lightworkers Unite. We're doing it here on Haunted Playground every week. We're doing it sometimes on my daily Sheena Metal Experience show. We're every week, Tuesday from 12 to 2 p.m. here on hauntedplayground.com. And also at latalkradio.com. And I'm also at IamRaisingTheVibration.com and RaisingTheVibration.org. That's my movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity. And you can find my spiritual practice online as well at IamRaisingYourVibration.com. If you're in the Dallas area, I'm coming for you at the end of June. Be prepared. I'm on my way. Get your tickets for Aspects of Spiritual Awareness. It's my 3-day seminar. If you're in the Los Angeles area, my good friend Patty Negri and I are doing our Antiques Go Show with Belle the Haunted Doll on March 8th at the Loft Ensemble Theater in Sherman Oaks. And then Sunday morning, which is the 17th of March, St. Patrick's Day, I am doing my next gathering for my Raising the Vibration movement. I will get you some tickets for the movement gathering if you want. 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Loft Ensemble Theater. And more exciting things are happening, so get on my mailing list, and you may already be on my mailing list. It's Haunted Playground right here on LA Talk Radio, and you know what happens here, my friends? Why, every Tuesday from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, if it's spooky, scary, psychic, or spiritual, you know it belongs right here on the Haunted Playground. I'm your host, Sheena Metal. Till I see you next time, stay spooky and stay in the light and raise the vibration. I love that, and I love you.
Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.